What's up and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking about 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. This is season 5, episode 14, and the title of this episode is To Love and to Obey. Let's start off with Elizabeth and Andrei. So it's the big day for Elizabeth and Andrei's extravagant Moldovan wedding. She says that she wants to go into their wedding day with a clear mind. On the other side, we have Andrei with his brother and friend Marcel getting ready. Marcel tells them how Chuck, Charlie, and Jen jammed him up about Andrei's past. Marcel said that he tried to skip their questions. His brother tells Andrei that he can trust them and that they will always back him up. Comment down below your thoughts, and let's move on to Kalani and Asuelu. Asuelu says visiting Washington a few weeks ago was really bad. In this scene, you see Asuelu at the airport. He thinks after one therapy session that he's ready to bring his family in. They are now coming to Utah. So this is going to be a disaster, but they are now in Kalani's territory. His mother says that she's there for Asuelu, not Kalani. She believes since Kalani's father is Samoan that he will understand her. So Asuelu says that he wants his family to apologize to Kalani for the things that they said. So now that his mom is here, she is telling him to divorce Kalani and that she feels he's putting his wife first. She thinks if Asuelu threatens divorce, that Kalani will get scared and be a better wife. I think after talking to his mom in this scene, he knows inviting his family was a bad idea. And his mom has the same exact energy. The only difference is she is now in Utah bringing that energy. She's definitely trying to brainwash her son to be her little puppet. And she claims that she's trying to get him to be a strong boy. Comment down below your thoughts. Let's move on to Larissa and Eric. So it's the morning of Larissa's surgery and she's worried and nervous. Eric takes another opportunity to mock the way that Larissa talks. He's so irritating to me sometimes. I don't know what it is about him, but I just don't really trust his intentions. Larissa believes that this surgery will make her more confident and also improve her relationship with Eric. Eric says that he was on board with the surgery when Larissa told him that it would be an investment into their future. Oh, please. So Larissa gets checked in for surgery, and I hope this girl is pleased with her results once she is all healed up, because this is just crazy. Comment down below your thoughts, and let's move on to Angela and Michael. Now, after all this, Angela says that she knows that it's a rush in getting married to Michael, but also the only way for her and Michael to be together in America. His aunt says that she decided to come last minute. So the wedding gets started and Angela gets teary-eyed until they say the to love and obey. She finally said it, but under her breath. When Angela told Michael that if he thought that being her fiance was hell, he hasn't seen anything yet, the scary thing is she was telling the truth. Now, I want to know who was petty and shady with all caps, okay, and put a black woman statue on their cake. Let's move on. Comment down below and let's move on to Paul and Karini. So Paul and Karini are leaving America, and Paul is worried that once they get back to Brazil that Karini will stay there. She'll try to stay there. Karini believes that going back to Brazil will help her relationship with Paul, and I doubt it because that relationship was trash in Brazil too. Paul's mother comes to the airport to see them off and gets emotional. His mom says it's sad seeing them leave and that things will be better once they return. His mom didn't have me convinced that she's cut the umbilical cord because she told him to call her and keep in touch about 50 times. So how bad do you really want him to stand up on his own 2 feet and be a man and support his family? Comment down below your thoughts and let's move on to Colt. So Colt is trying to lose weight and work on himself. And you tell me why it was necessary for the cameras to show us witnessing Colt throwing up in the trash can, okay? Nasty, nasty, nasty. In this scene, he talks to his friend Steve, who later joins him. I believe he's at this park. And his friend advises him to meditate and even shows him how to. So when Colt tells his friend that his mom doesn't have good relationship with his exes, his friend says that that sounds like a pattern. Comment down below your thoughts and let's move on to Kalani and Asuelu. It's time for the lunch, and the two families will meet Tammy for the first time. Asuelu tells his mom and sisters on the way to the lunch that he wants them to apologize to Kalani, and Tammy says that she didn't do anything wrong. I'm curious to see if Tammy will bring the same energy to Kalani's parents. Comment down below your thoughts, and let's move on to Larissa and Eric. So Eric says that he's having a hard time because he's not sure how long the surgery will take, but he has to be lying because I'm sure they told him. They gave him an estimate time around the time that she would be done. He could have left and gone home and killed some time doing some other things, but he just sat there the whole time. And I'm sure they do call once it's time for a patient to be released from recovery. So he's acting, and to me, he could have took his butt home and just come back. So the doctor tells him that the surgery was successful, and Eric takes it upon himself to go in an unrestricted area and just stands there. You can't just do what you want. Like, I just was really mind blown at him doing what he did. He literally walked around to the side of the building and just stands there while they're waking her up from anesthesia. What is wrong with him? Comment down below your thoughts. Let's move on to Angela and Michael. Angela and Jojo talk about the wedding, and it's the last day for Jojo to be in Nigeria. Now, in this scene, they're taking her to a farewell dinner and also to thank her for coming and being their witness. And Michael shares his plans to get to America, and Jojo calls herself questioning Michael's intentions, like, do you just want the green card? But she should have done that before they got married. She was there all that time, like a couple of days before. Why didn't she address him or say any of those things before they got married? Angela done already married the man and said her I do's. Comment down below your thoughts, and let's move on to Elizabeth and Andrei. So it's time for the first part of the ceremony, and Andrei and Elizabeth are both wearing their traditional wedding attire. Chuck and Charlie both look like clowns. I'm just so over them. And they say a lot of dumb things. They're just very rude. All they have to do at this first ceremony is stand there and be quiet. And they question before going in there why they have to do that. After the ceremony, it's time for them to move on to the reception. Comment down below your thoughts, and let's move on to Kalani and Asuelu. So Asuelu's family walks in and everyone greets one another. And I was expecting Tammy to beat Kalani up because she did say the next time she sees her that that's what she's going to do. I was looking for that same energy, but couldn't find it. But okay, moving on. Tammy looked like she was debating on whether to speak or even acknowledge her nephews. Asuelu's mom is trying to play nice going into this meeting because I feel as though she's looking to Kalani's dad to back her since he too is Samoan. I was shocked that she kissed Kalani and her grandson Kennedy after saying that she didn't care about her grandkids and just wanted Asuelu to do his duty, which she feels is to be her personal bank. Lou tells the camera crew that he understands Asuelu's family, but at the same time feels that they have a crazy way of thinking on how they feel things should be done. He adds if Asuelu can't stick up for his family, which is Kalani and his boys, then he doesn't feel like he will be able to support Asuelu being a part of his family. Asuelu starts off. Kalani then chimes in saying that she wants answers because she felt disrespected by his family. And Tammy immediately jumps in saying that they didn't disrespect her. When Asuelu's mom said that Kalani is not obeying what she wants from her son, the way that Lou looked up, I was like, oh boy, it's about to go down. Asuelu's mother says that her daughter Tammy supports her and she feels as though Asuelu is so weak. It made me think, okay, that's what this is all about. Tammy is tired of being the only one supporting her mother and wants Asuelu to do it because she has to do it. That's why she's going so hard. So Asuelu tells his family that if they have extra, they will help. If not, then they can't. His mom is like, you're in America, so you better give me more money. Wait, hold up. Tammy and Kalani's mother go head to head a bit in this scene as well when Kalani's mom addresses Asuelu's mother with a question. Asuelu tells his mom that if they don't listen to what he says, then he will end up crossing them out of his bank account. Asuelu tells the camera crew that it's important in his culture to respect his parents, but it's also very important to him that he takes care of his wife and kids first and also fix his marriage. His mother tells him that she hates what he's saying to her because she is his mom, but adds that she loves him so much and doesn't want to lose him from her hands. But if she needs money from him and he can't, then it's up to him. It's always been up to him and Kalani. So what is she saying? She isn't dictating anything. So I don't even know why she felt the need to say that, but okay. She then proceeds to apologize to Kalani for everything, and Kalani returns the apology. Tammy sits there like Tasmanian devil and says she's not apologizing. Comment down below your thoughts on that scene, and let's move on to Larissa and Eric. So Eric is around here breaking rules, and Larissa is, well, she got what she wanted, which was new boobs and the nose surgery. Eric says that he hopes that this is the worst part of the whole scenario and says that this is nothing like what he expected. Eric is playing full-on caregiver, and you can tell that he's freaking out, straight stressing. Comment down below your thoughts, and let's move on to Angela and Michael. So Angela and Michael are spending one-on-one time now that Jojo is gone. And Michael says that when he gets to America, he's got that, Nigerian hustling spirit in him and plans to work. Angela says that she is aware that her and Michael have some hurdles, but she just wants to have fun. A few hours later, Angela received a call from Skyla saying that her mom is unresponsive. Later, Skyla says that Angela's mom is in ICU. That wedding could have waited. She knew her mom wasn't doing well. I would have never left my mom's side. Comment down below your thoughts, and let's move on to Elizabeth and Andrei. So Elizabeth and Andrei are ready to party at their second ceremony, which is their reception. And Jen is so negative and says she sees where all her dad's money is going to, and she feels like the wedding is over the top. But my thing is, like, all you have to go there and do is be supportive, eat, and enjoy yourself. It's not about you. You're not paying for it. It's not your wedding. So if it's over the top, that's just has nothing to do with you. Now, the reason I don't feel bad for Chuck is because Chuck offered to pay before Elizabeth could even open her mouth. So, oh well. This ceremony is full of entertainment. They have dancers, and it seems like despite their complaints and saying how they paid for everything, they seem to be having fun. Andrei and Chuck even had a moment. So that's why I think that they are fake, and I think that they're faking having drama with him. They really get along with Andrei and like him. That's what I feel like. I feel like Andrei is somewhat similar to them. There is no difference. I don't see why they wouldn't like him. Chuck pays for all his other kids and spoils them and does all this stuff for them. So why would it be any different when it comes to Elizabeth and Andrei? Elizabeth's mom says that coming there, she was expecting poverty and homeless people. See certain things that they should just keep their mouth shut and not say, but it comes out of their mouth. They must think that they're the only ones on the planet with money. Having money doesn't make you better than anyone else. They are horrible for real. The more Charlie is drinking, the more his inner demons are starting to show. He's looking all angry at Andrei. And Charlie isn't eating anything but drinking too much. He's jealous of the wedding, and that's revealed the more that he drinks. They say the more you drink, the more your true colors start to show. And Chuck should have cut the liquor off for him. I mean, they're all sitting there eating, and I don't even see any food on his plate. He's just drinking. Now, they move on to the scene where it's time for the toast, and Chuck speaks, and here comes Charlie snatching the mic, telling Andrei in front of everyone that he needs to stop getting money from his father. I really would have kicked him out. They didn't even try hard enough to snatch that mic out of his hand. They kept reaching for it, but it just feels like they wanted him to do what he did. And it was really embarrassing. But like I said, I would have had somebody escort him out. And send him in an Uber back to the hotel or back to their Airbnb, because he wouldn't be ruining my wedding. Comment down below your thoughts. I really need to know what you thought of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. This was season 5, episode 14. And the title of this episode is To Love and to Obey. Give this video a big thumbs up. Share with a friend who also loves watching 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified on the next time I make an upload. And I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.